to welcome you all to the Dashew Center for International Students and Scholars presentation. We are excited to have some presenters with us today to share about their experience and also share about the services that our office offers. So to go ahead and get started, we will introduce ourselves. So my name is Catherine. I am a programs coordinator at the Dashew Center. I work with our program supervisor and 7 student staff to put on the programs and events that our office offers throughout the year. And I will talk briefly about those in just a few minutes. We will go ahead and let Casey introduce himself.
Hi everybody, my name is Casey Penn and I am an intake advisor at the Dashew Center. I work specifically with F1 students and right now I'm helping all the new incoming students and CVIS transfer students. So I should be able to answer any questions you have about that.
Hey guys, I am Richard Kamankusuma and I am the International Student Ambassador of Indonesia.
All right, thank you all. Before we go any further, I do just want to make everyone aware that we are recording the presentation today. We will be posting it on the Dashew Center's YouTube channel after this, just to ensure that we don't get any background noise from anyone. If you could all make sure that your microphones are muted throughout the presentation. If you do have any questions, we would be happy to answer those. We just ask that you type those in the chat box and we will answer them as we can throughout the presentation. So I wanted to highlight a lot of buzzwords that we talk about here at UCLA. We have 109 academic programs. We also offer a global alumni network, so you can find Bruin support wherever you are in the world. We also offer many opportunities for cultural interaction for our students and the UCLA community on campus. Los Angeles is one of the most diverse and dynamic cities in the United States, so there are many opportunities for our students to interact with the local community, as well as our student body. We have representation from over 120 countries around the world. So lots of great things. I also wanted to highlight some of our rankings. UCLA is actually ranked #1 for the best college among the University of California system. We are also number 11 in terms of academics of world universities. We have over 10,000 international students and scholars on campus with, like I mentioned, over 120 countries represented. This information can be found on our Dashew website. We have a unit within our office for research and special projects. So if you're interested in learning more about the demographics of the international population on campus, we invite you to take a look at those profiles that are highlighted on our website. Now I'll talk briefly about the programs, events, and opportunities for intercultural exchange that we offer through our office. Generally, our programs and events are open to all students, both international and domestic students. Transportation is always included for off-campus events, and ticket purchases and registration happen directly on our website. I'll briefly talk about some examples, but there are many more that we offer that we don't have time to cover today. So we invite you to take a look at our website and see what we've been up to. We've offered some virtual programming this quarter. So take a look and you can get more details about the information that I share today. All new international students complete iStart at UCLA, which is our International Student Transition Program. This is a mandatory online orientation to help you transition to life at UCLA and understand how to maintain your visa. So if you are a new student, you will be getting information from our office on how to complete this. We also typically offer LA bus tours to all of our new students. We have many programs related to cultural exchange and immersion. World Cafe, which you'll see on your left, is a program that happens every quarter. This is one of our most popular events on campus and a great way for new students and transfer students to meet each other. We always have staff and faculty attend, so it can be a great informal networking opportunity as well. And it's free. We offer coffee and snacks from around the world. Global Siblings is the flyer you'll see in the middle. This is our largest year-round program in terms of participants. For this program, we pair an international and domestic student together for the academic year into sibling pairs, and the siblings are then divided into families, which are coordinated by our student leaders. The coordinators plan activities throughout Los Angeles and around campus. So it's a great way to become familiar with your new home in Los Angeles if you're coming from a different city, or just to get more familiar with people and places on campus. It's an excellent opportunity for cross-cultural learning and friendship, and a great way, like I said, to get involved and meet new people. And the applications for this program are actually open right now. The application closes at the beginning of the fall quarter. So if you will be attending UCLA and you're interested, you can find information on our website. Richard will talk more about the International Student Ambassador Program in a few minutes, but these International Student Ambassadors are leaders who represent their home countries on campus. They serve as a resource for international students and plan events throughout the year that are open to the entire campus community. The next category of programming that we offer is related to language and culture. Language exchange is a program that happens every quarter. We pair you with a native speaker of a language you want to practice, so you both have an opportunity to practice your desired language while helping each other improve. So for example, if I'm a native English speaker and I want to practice Mandarin, I would be paired with a native Mandarin speaker wanting to practice English. And this program has successfully transitioned online, so keep an eye on it on our website if it's something that you are interested in. English Language Circle happens almost every Friday at the Dashew Center, and again, that's happening online this quarter. English Language Circle is led by a native English speaker, so these are informal drop-ins with no registration required. It's a great way to meet people and practice your conversational English. Finally, AC&C, or American Culture and Conversation, is a program that we offer during the fall quarter. Students who register for this commit to taking classes for the entire quarter. These are informal classes taught by student volunteer teachers who are also native English speakers. So again, a great way to meet new people and practice non-academic English while getting caught up on local slang from California and the United States. We also often partner with other offices on campus to offer health and wellness workshops. We work with our UCLA Counseling and Psychological Services, or CAPS, to co-host sessions that international students might find particularly useful. We adapt the workshops based on the climate on campus, so you'll see a new session on the right, feeling zoomed out, on working efficiently and staying connected. That's a program that we offer this quarter, so we're able to adapt those based on the needs of campus. Throughout the year, we offer various other support workshops, particularly relevant to international students. We've offered workshops on writing papers at UCLA in collaboration with the Undergraduate Writing Center, visa-specific workshops for life after UCLA with immigration attorneys, and tax workshops before the tax deadline here in the United States, which is in April, for international students. So this is a popular event that we have. So again, all of this information throughout the year is available on our website. Our largest programming that we do is social and intercultural. So these are one-time events on campus along with excursions around LA. If you're an international student, these are a great way to experience the culture of the United States. And for all students, it's an opportunity to meet new people and share your own culture. Our most popular events off campus are theater excursions to the Pantages Theater in Hollywood, which is a theater that shows Broadway performances. We also try to go to a Los Angeles Lakers game every year. Our Thanksgiving dinner, International Culture and Food Fair, and our Super Bowl party are always popular events on campus for the entire student body. And this quarter, we have adapted to moving our programs and services online as UCLA has transitioned to remote instruction, and we'll continue to adapt our offerings based on guidance from UCLA and local health officials. So we are excited about our Around the World Trivia event, which is actually happening tonight. And finally, the Dashew Center organizes excursions around Southern California. We call these our Explore SoCal series. These are an excellent way to see a new part of California outside of Los Angeles and meet new people. In the past, we've taken trips to downtown LA, Long Beach, Pasadena, and Laguna Beach. And again, transportation is always included, at least one meal, and any venue and activity tickets are always included. So again, a great way to meet people while experiencing life outside of Westwood and off campus. Again, if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned, feel free to type those in the chat box, and we will go ahead and move on to our next person, who is Casey.
Thank you, Catherine. All right, so in addition to all of the wonderful programs that Catherine just talked about, our office also provides visa services to international students. Our mission is promoting intercultural and global awareness across the campus and beyond. So we act as a one-stop shop for international student resources, support, and advocacy.
Yeah, I see we have a question in the chat box. I'll get to that, but you can go ahead, Casey.
Okay. Our office is the place where you come to meet for programs and workshops, but it's also the place where you come for all of your advisement on visa services. We have advisors at the front desk who can help you immediately when you walk in, and they'll be able to help you with general visa questions. They can assist you with getting travel authorizations or assistance with getting a social security number or driver's license, or maybe you might need help finding things around campus or off campus. We have people right there at the front ready to help you. And then if you have more complex visa questions, they can also schedule appointments for some of our more advanced counselors who can assist you. So as far as being a new incoming student, and specifically a CVIS transfer student, what we're going to do is we're going to help guide you through the beginning processes here after admission, and get you hopefully arrive to UCLA and to have a good experience here. After you sign your SIR, it should be approximately 2 to 3 business days after that. You should receive an email from our office with instructions on how to apply for the I-20. And then once we receive your application, we'll review it, issue the I-20, and get it mailed out to you. If you're an undergraduate student,
Casey, I think your sound cut off. I'm not able to hear you. Casey, could you go ahead and repeat what you just said?
I'm sorry, I think I have a bad internet connection here.
That's okay.
Where did you lose me?
If you could just start off after the issue I-20 document, what you were saying after that.
Yeah, so after we issue your I-20, if you're an undergraduate student, our office will ship the I-20 directly to you. If you're a graduate student, your academic department is responsible for shipping that out. So I just wanted to make it clear who you should contact if you have questions about shipping. And you know, with the current coronavirus issues right now, things are just slightly delayed, but we are working hard to get everything out. So if you could please be patient, we would really appreciate that. And let's see, for the CVIS transfer I-20 issuance process, so your SIR deadline is going to be June 1st. And I kind of went over this a little bit on the previous slide with the I-20 instructions. If you were transferring your I-20 or
think we lost you again. Are you there, Casey?
I am here. Are you able to hear me now?
We can hear you. Yeah. If you want to go ahead and get started after they get the I-20 instructions email.
Yeah. So after you get the I-20 instruction email and access to the portal, you'll fill everything out. We will review it and issue the I-20. I kind of went over this in the previous slide. You'll need to contact your international student advisor at your previous school to transfer your SEVIS record. And right now, the deadline to have your SEVIS record transferred to UCLA is September 1st. This will allow us enough time to get the new I-20 issued and mailed to you before classes start on September 28th. Yeah. And this is the SEVIS transfer form that you all will be filling out. I understand right now it's quite difficult for some people to get a hold of their previous DSOs and international student advisors. If you're having trouble getting this form filled out, you can always send us an email and we can work with you right now as things are a little bit difficult. And I hope my internet connection stays long enough to be able to answer all the questions that you have. So I appreciate your patience with the technical difficulties.
Yeah, thanks, Casey. I'll go ahead and answer the question about the LA bus tours. And then Casey, if you want to go ahead and answer those other questions before we move on to Richard's part. The LA bus tour, we are still waiting for an official announcement from UCLA regarding the fall quarter. Once we receive an official announcement of whether or not offerings will be on campus or what the guidance is for programs and events, we will update and adapt our programs as needed. So I don't know right now what the plan is for the LA bus tours, but again, we are waiting on guidance from UCLA and we will adapt accordingly. So if you will be at UCLA, you will get all of that updated information as soon as it's available.
Okay, I can address Teresa's question here. Teresa, yes, you are able to enroll in summer session courses. All summer session courses, though, right now are online. So you would still have the September 1st deadline to transfer your SEVIS record. And even if you are taking those online courses, your new UCLA I-20 will have a start date of September 28th. And it looks like Rania has a question about CPT. It's kind of hard to advise on that right now because I don't know your specific situation. But if you are a SEVIS transfer student and you've already accrued probably 2 years of time as a student on F1 status, then yes, you would be eligible for CPT. Our front desk contact information is on our website. And you can contact them and talk to an advisor directly, and they'll be able to tell you specifically if you're eligible for CPT at this time.
All right, so now I'm going to talk about the international student ambassadors, as well as sharing my experience so far at UCLA. So we are UCLA students that serve the campus community as official representatives of our home countries. We represent more than 25 countries all around the world. For example, me as the ambassador of Indonesia. Ambassadors are one of the first points of contact for incoming international students, and we support you guys by providing advice and resources to make it easier when transitioning to UCLA life, as well as living in Los Angeles. We also advocate to UCLA staff and faculty on behalf of the entire international community to make sure our voices as international students are heard. So a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Jakarta, Indonesia, before coming to the US back in 2016 to pursue college. I transferred from Diablo Valley College in the Bay Area, and now I am a graduating senior, majoring in economics and minoring in entrepreneurship. Looking back at my experience transitioning to UCLA, I would say adjusting to the quota system was challenging for me. My community college is on a semester system that has about 14 weeks, while UCLA is on a quota system that has about 10 study weeks and one additional week for the finals. Then, as transfers, we also need to balance our academic life to succeed, as well as having fun in our social life, right? Making friends, etc. I kept asking myself and trying to figure out what do I want to achieve during my short time here at UCLA, as well as after I graduate. Based on my experience, here are some useful tips for you guys. UCLA offers so many resources for us to succeed, so be sure to maximize all the resources, such as joining student clubs and make connections. UCLA alumni provides excellent resources for us to connect and find mentors who are UCLA alumnus, now in the industry and willing to help us for our professional development. There is also the UCLA Career Center, who works with the employers to host career fairs, provide useful workshops for us to build our resume and cover letter, and many more. UCLA is a target school for employers. Our school has a great name, so outside of the classroom, be sure to find some internships, work studies, do some research, or anything that you're passionate about to help build up your resume and, of course, to get the experience. Remember, as Bruins, we are well rounded and go getters. So while at college, it's important for us to discover our passion, figure out what we like and what we don't like. And whenever we have some challenges or we're about to give up, always keep in mind what are our end goals and the reason why we started this journey. And lastly, don't forget to have fun and enjoy every moment while you're here. Feel free to contact us, as you can find on the slides, and you can also find me on LinkedIn on my name, Richard Clement Kusuma. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask us right now.
Yes, thank you, Richard. If you have any questions for Richard, feel free to put those in the chat box, and we will make sure that we get to all of those. I do want to just remind you that our office is located in 106 Tom Bradley International Hall on campus. You'll also see the acronym DCISS on the slide. That stands for Dashew Center for International Students and Scholars. So if you see that in the materials that you receive or anywhere else, that is referring to our office. Our office hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Our US phone number is also there, as well as our website. We also want to invite you to keep in touch with us if you're on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So it's a great way to see what we've been doing throughout this past year. We post all of our events and announcements there, and occasionally we'll post information related to visa processing and updates coming from our office. I think it's especially important now as we are in a state of transition with what's happening with COVID-19, just to keep yourself informed of the changes that are happening. There are many changes that are happening quickly, so we try to get any information from our office out on all of these platforms. So it's a great way to inform yourself and stay connected. All right. Does anyone else have any other questions? Let's see, it looks like we have a question about international students' eligibility to receive funding for research. I don't know the answer to that question. Casey, do you know the answer to that question?
Yes, international students are eligible, but you would have to work that out with the specific department and faculty member that you would like to do the research with. I included a link just above Stephen Clyde's question to our financial aid resources, and there are some links in there that can direct you to answer your question about being able to do research on campus and to be paid for it. So if you're unable to find that, you could email us I included the email in my last response there in the chat. It's UCLA I20 at saonet.ucla.edu. If you're unable to find that information, we can direct you to it there by email.
And do you guys want to answer Teresa's question about do international students need to enroll in 8 units to maintain F1 visa status?
Yeah, if you're a graduate student, you'll need to be in at least 8 units per quarter. If you're an undergraduate student, you'll need to be in at least 12 units. Let's see.
Thank you all for your questions. If you have any more, feel free to type those out. We'll wait just 1 or 2 more minutes. All right, it looks like we don't have any other questions. Casey, do you have any other questions on your end that you can see?
Yeah, there were a couple that were sent in beforehand. One was about on-campus employment for international students. As far as we know right now, on-campus employment is still available for international students. You can work up to 20 hours per week on campus. I would guess though that the opportunities may be limited with all the things that have happened recently. If you are looking for on-campus jobs, you need to contact Associated Students UCLA. It's ASUCLA. I don't have the link right here with me. There we go. But they're the ones who have all the on-campus jobs, so you could contact them and see what's going to be available for the fall quarter.
I can provide the link for SUCLA. Give me a second.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Richard. It looks like we had a question about, could you talk a bit about internships?
Yeah, international students certainly are eligible for internships. I would assume you mean off-campus internships.
Casey, we lost you again.
Casey.
Back.
There you are, yes.
I have never had this much trouble with my internet connection. Yes, off campus, if you're a CBIS transfer student, you are certainly eligible for internships and CPT. Again, you usually have to work those out yourself and find the job yourself, but the process is quite simple. You just come to our office and meet with a counselor and submit your internship offer letter, and we can get you approved to start working in about 5 days. The main stipulation is that your internship has to be required or related to your major. Yeah.
And adding to Cassie, so for summer, we're eligible for full-time internships, but during the school year, it's only for part-time internships.
Yes, that's correct.
And to answer Rainia question, is it possible for international students to go over the maximum units? I think yes. The maximum units right now is about 19 units, but based on my understanding and based on my experience, I used to take more than 19 units. You just need to request that on the department or in a counseling office.
Let's see, Anna has a question. If I want to take summer classes, who should I contact with to decide? Actually, summer sessions is run by a separate organization on our campus. It's called UCLA Summer Sessions. They would be the one to contact, and they're the ones who will help you get enrolled in summer session courses. Let's see, I could possibly pull up their contact information real quick if you give me a second. go.
Thanks, Casey. I want to make sure we get to the rest of those questions that were in our email. So what are the important differences as a transfer student on an F1 visa from a California community college?
I guess the main difference for a CVIS transfer student is that you're going to be eligible for CPT right when you get here, and you're going to have 2 years of experience already. But other than that, there's not a lot of differences I can think of between a normal incoming student and then a CVIS transfer one.
Thanks. And then someone else wrote in that they already have an I-20 associated with their F1 visa. How do they change it to state their enrollment at UCLA?
So you don't actually need to change that. The initial F1 visa that was issued for you will still work. You can travel with the old visa and the UCLA I-20. You won't need to get that renewed until it expires and you travel outside of the country. So it's not necessary to get that updated to have UCLA listed at the bottom of the visa.
All right, thank you. And Stephen wrote in, will there be another one of these presentations in the future? No, this is our last presentation. We will post it on our Dashew Center YouTube channel. So we encourage you to Google us on YouTube, and you can find the presentation posted there probably in the next few days. But we appreciate all of the questions that you had. We hope that we were able to answer them adequately. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to type them in the chat box. We'll hang out for just a few more minutes.
Question popped up about health insurance. Since you'll be taking classes online for summer session, you won't be required to enroll in health insurance, but if it's something that you're looking for, you may be able to enroll. You would have to contact the UCLA Dashew Center. They're the ones who help you enroll in health insurance. I can find their link for you here. Oops.
Thanks, Casey.
You're welcome.
Does anyone else have any other questions? All right. Well, thank you all once again for joining us for the presentation. I know we had people register from all over the world, so we appreciate you taking the time, especially if the time zone is maybe not as convenient for you. But we hope you found the information helpful and useful. We are here for you at the Dashew Center. Our contact information, emails are on our website, and again, you can find us on the social media channels. Thank you to Casey and Richard for the information. And we hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day or morning wherever they are.